Okay, now we're going to use the law signs to find an angle. Again, this is not a right triangle. We do have an angle and its opposite side. That tells us we can use the law signs. So there is our first ratio. You take the sine of the angle, so the sine of 68 degrees, over its opposite side, 27. Again, every single ratio. The sine of the angle is in the numerator on top. Its opposite side is in the denominator on the bottom. The next thing we ask ourselves is, where is the variable? Our variable is theta. That is an angle, so it goes on top with the sine. So we have the sine of theta. Theta is just a variable. It's no different than x. It's a Greek letter. Okay, now what side is across from angle theta? There it is. Our side length is 20. So that side goes on the bottom. All right, so there is our proportion. The sine of 68, the angle, over its opposite side, 27. The sine of angle theta, over its opposite side, 20. Now, think back to SOHCAHTOA. Anytime you had to find the measurement of an angle, you had to use the second button. This is still trigonometry. We are looking for an angle, so we have to hit second sine to solve this. Then we have to cross multiply inside that second sine parentheses. So this is how you enter it in your calculator. You hit second sine, and then inside this second sine parentheses, you cross multiply. So we start with the number right here. So we take 20 times the sine of 68. Now when we hit sine, it starts a parentheses. You have to remember to end that parentheses to stop this sign before you divide it. So this times this, end that sine parentheses, and then you divide it by 27. This is how you enter it in your calculator. Again, we're looking for the measurement of an angle, so we hit second sine. Inside that second sine parentheses, we cross multiply. We start here, 20 times the sine of 68, end the parentheses to stop this sign, and then we divide it by 27. This times this, divided by this, all inside that second sine parentheses. Practice that right now. You should get 43.38. 43.38 degrees. Okay, one other way that you could solve this, if this gets too confusing and you're worried about forgetting to end this parentheses, you could do it this way. I'm going to bring down that same proportion. The sine of 68 over 27 is equal to the sine of theta over 20. You could go to your calculator and get this value right off the bat. So if you go to your calculator and you punch in the sine of 68, that gives you 0.927. Okay, so now we hit the second sine again. So now when we go to our calculator, we hit second sine. Inside that second sine, we cross multiply. Again, we start right here. So 20 times 0.927, and then we divide it by 27. That might be a little bit easier. Again, it's the same thing, because this value right here, the sine of 68, is equal to 0.927. So again, you hit second sine because you're looking for an angle, and then you cross multiply. The shortcut, this times this divided by this. All right, let me know if that helps.